Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to inspect your valley plate for leaks, for what you're looking for, how to look for it. And I've had a few messages and a few emails about this, and so I wanted to show you what you need to look for if you're looking at one of these cars. And first and foremost, you need some sort of scope. And I have an Autel MV480, and it has a lighted tip on the end of it, and it's very small. That's what you need in a scope. Now there's several out there. I'll leave the link in the video description on some other options. $100 or less, and you can use it for other things too. You can look inside, well, ears, whatever you want to do, but in small, tight areas, and it's very helpful working on other vehicles as well. So it's not a tool that you're just going to buy once and put it away. So I'm going to show you the process on how to do this, what you're looking for, and of course how to do it. So without further ado, let's do further, and here we go. So the first thing you want to do is remove the engine cover. Just pull straight up. There's 4 little things holding it on, and get your scope out and get ready. So when you have your scope, go on the US driver's side right above where the oil filler is. And you just kind of shove it right down in there, and you can see, this is the first time I actually was looking at it on this car, and you can see the bright pink coolant right there. And so this has a leaking valley plate, but you're looking for that crusty coolant. And if you kind of run along that same line going towards the back of the engine between the intake runners, which are the big blue things there, between the intake runners, you have room to put the scope down and look to see if there's any leakage. And generally, if you see on this easy to access one right above the oil filler hole, if you see it there, then it's obviously leaking, but that's pretty much the common spot to find it, there and on the back of the engine. So you just can kind of poke around through the intake runners, and that's all you need to see to tell you that you have a leaking valley plate. If you're going to take it to the dealer, expect to spend around $2,000 for this. If you take it to a Toyota Master Tech or a third-party independent mechanic, expect in the area of $1,200 to $1,500. Just kind of working around different spots to see if I can find a better angle for you. So if you had one of those scopes where you can actually like tilt and maneuver the end of it, that would be helpful here. My scope does not do that. It's just fixed. So you just basically have to turn it around and kind of put side tension on it to get it to maneuver the way you want. And you can see that there's some dirt and debris that's stuck in there too. May even have a leaking valve cover gasket too. Guess we'll find out when we remove it. But it is painfully obvious that this one is leaking, and you can see that it basically takes less than a minute to just remove the engine cover and start poking around with the scope, and that's what you're looking for. So another sign that usually goes hand in hand with this is that the coolant overflow is empty, and in my instance it's actually overfilled, and so that's basically somebody knew that it was low and they filled the overflow up and overfilled it because they knew it was leaking. So as you can see, at a surprise of absolutely nobody, this car needs the valley plate resealed, and so here it is with almost 150,000 miles and almost 10 years of in-service. It's time to do it. So this is one of those repairs that, although I have the ability to do it, I don't have the time to do it. So my Toyota Master Tech that I've used that resealed that one, he's gonna do this one for me too. So when you buy these cars, you can see that it takes less than a minute to basically look it over and see if it's leaking. And so this is, of course, something that is pretty much expected on a 2016 and even the 2017s if it hasn't been done before. It is heat cycles and time. It is not necessarily mileage, and so this is evidence of it here. That car had it done at about 50,000 miles, 2016. This car with 150,000, 3 times as many miles, same age, also a 2016. So, you know, great example there that the mileage does not really matter. It is heat cycles and time. So anyway, I hope this is helpful, showing you how and where you need to look for to check for a valley plate leak. Basically just find the hole between the intake runners and go through, poke it down in there. But usually if it's been leaking long enough, it's all over, as you can see in this photo right here. But it's easy to spot. You're looking for bright pink, crusty coolant. When it hits air, it kind of crystallizes, and so that's what you were seeing here. So definitely, if you own a GSF or an RCF or an ISF, go buy one of these scopes. It doesn't have to be an Autel or a Snap-on or something like that. You can buy just a cheap one off of Amazon. And again, I'll leave a link in the video description. That helps the channel out if you buy it through there. Something like that to just poke down in there and look and see. Whether you own one or you're looking at one, it is worth inspecting if it hasn't been done yet. So anyway, that's what I've got for you today, guys. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.